Minion Day picture?
You want to say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
It is a mini survivor.
It's a mini survivor. Hi. Don't tell her where mommy is.
Riley, and I'm just a kid who's 5.
Wow.
Wow, you're already smarter than I am. How do you feel about that?
Good.
Got any plans for Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day.
What are you doing for Mother's Day?
I made crafts that's what.
Ooh, very good.
That's very cute.
That's very cute.
Aw. That's like 2 minutes.
What's your favorite movie?
Last question.
Minions.
Minions? That's a very scary movie. It was based off of my real life. I'm a minion in disguise. If I take this mask off, I'm yellow skin, one eyeball, and then I talk about bananas a lot.
Banana.
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 Hey, next episode, Minions, huh?
Yeah.
Let's dive Minions edition.
I don't want to go. That was like 2 minutes.
Goodbye.
Bye, Riley.
Good night. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, survivor.
Hello.
Best intro ever.
The best. Welcome to the family-friendly edition of the show.
Well, the family-friendly 5 seconds of this show.
I didn't want to tell her that mommy's with the maggots now, but
yeah. Hello, survivors, and welcome to Let's Die, Revenant, the His versus Hers guide to the maternal apocalypse. Today, we will be surviving motherhood.
Mommy is what? Is Daddy there, Mommy? Yeah. Are you all better yet, Mommy? Mommy just wants to cut you up and climb inside of you so we can be together forever.
CJ, is it safe? Can we get creepy?
Oh.
What? No, I'm good. She's gone.
I was like,
overheard
right off screen.
Nightmares forever. I feel for the child actor from the movie that we're going to talk about today because she had to witness, even if she knows it's fake and it's part of a movie that she's working on, it is some of the most disgusting, horrific things that no 10-year-old should ever witness. But welcome to the show. My name's Bret. I'm that guy. You might remember me from such podcasts as Pokemon After Dark Rye, Jaws Breakers, and various other appearances all over the place. That one there, her name is Codey Mathis. Codey, say hi.
Hi.
You might remember her as that chick on the cover of Maxim magazine, America's Hottest Woman, voted 10 years in a row running.
America's Hottest Entomologist.
Hottest Entomologist. Actually, that's not a bad name for a show. The Hottest Entomologist. It's got an alliteration there. That's not bad.
I do have so many insects.
Yeah, and I'm one of them, baby. She pinned me to a wall.
Not yet.
She combined herself with all the insects to form one super Codey that she could use to crawl around on all the different limbs. Foreshadowing.
I would want wings.
Also joining us today, normally it's just me and Codey at the top of the show, but occasionally we have a couple of guests at the beginning as well before we black bag them, put them in our van, and whisk them away to the facility for testing. But joining us are ambassadors of the Nerd Herd themselves. That's right, Nerd Herd, the community for like-minded folks who enjoy all manner of nerdiness, from Game of Thrones to Star Wars to VR gaming, and memes, countless other things. Like, if you have a passion for something, chances are they will too. And joining us today is CJ Coplin and J Train. Hello, both of you.
Hello.
Good to be here.
So, real quick, I just want to talk to each of you here, and feel free to jump in at any time. CJ, what was it like the first time that you rode the train? And J Train, what was it like to be the conductor?
I've been on a train before. I like them. We used to walk to a beach. Me and my friend used to watch at a beach. It was actually a weird twist of things. When he was a kid, we were about 6-ish, 7-ish. He lost a brother to a train that got killed by it. And
this is taking a turn, CJ.
Yeah, we were like little kids, and so he.
It wasn't. J Train said it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. But yeah, so we used to always walk the tracks to the beach when we were older. And it was
Wow.
probably something for him, but that was my train experience.
Way to carry the thread of sad things happening to children. I'm sure it's going to continue to happen here.
So
Cody, you were
J-Train-
going to say something.
J-Train, when are you changing your name?
The J Train the murderer.
Or yeah, are you the murderer? Was it you?
So it's actually a common misconception that people think I'm the conductor of the train.
Oh, you're the
I am the
caboose.
train itself. I am
Oh, I
that
apologize.
way. When you board the train, you're actually inside of me.
I'd like to take a ride.
Whoa.
Exactly. It's not
Uh,
hard to get tickets either. There's plenty of room on this train.
I don't want to get in on the front. I want to get in on the caboose first and work my way up.
Well, I think you would have a ticket to the sleeper car if you know what I'm saying.
Woo, baby, it's getting hot up in here.
But the real party happens in the caboose.
That's right.
Always.
When the caboose is a rocking, look out, that train's about to be derailed and cause a lot of problems.
That's what I do.
Did all those trains recently, did they stop derailing themselves? I know there was like 20 of them that just
I
decided
think that it just happens so often that they stopped reporting it.
Oh, okay.
So it stopped being like actual news, but they're still happening.
Yeah.
That's not good.
We should just move to like a trolley system where we're on guided wires and just fly back and forth, but not actually flying, just on a
I
wire.
feel like we
Zip
should all
line.
just have those little hand carts, you know, that you
Ooh, even better.
go down the
I like that.
tracks.
You get
And
your
that's
exercise
how we make our way across the United States.
and a tan.
Exactly.
Evil Dead. That's a transition. So there's a new movie that just came out. By the time this comes out, it'll have been out for maybe 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, something around there. But I saw it, and I think I'm the only one here that saw it. Jay, did you happen to see it?
Another fun fact about me is I cannot do any type of horror movies.
Perfect. Well, don't you worry, because it's going to be nothing but puppies and sunshine this whole episode.
It's my
Guaranteed.
favorite genre.
So I've seen Evil Dead 1, I've seen Army of Darkness, and I've seen the 2013 reboot, as well as Evil Dead Rise. I've never seen Evil Dead 2. It's a series that my mom got me hooked on pretty late in life, actually. There was a point where she's like, "You've never seen Evil Dead? What's wrong with you, you weirdo?" And she sat me down and we watched it together. So I think I'm going to actually take her to see it for Mother's Day.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, some nice mother-son bonding over a movie where a mother mercilessly and brutally kills her children. Cody, what about you? Have you ever seen an Evil Dead movie? Or the show?
Yeah.
I've seen all of the episodes of the show as well, Ash versus Evil Dead. I should have mentioned that.
No, I have only seen the first one, the 1981 original film.
That's all you need.
That's it. So I was actually like jumping around on Wikipedia, and Army of Darkness, he's transported to the Middle Ages.
Correct.
Yep.
What?
The worlds of knights and sorcery.
This is bananas.
Army of Darkness is a real turn for the series where they really leaned really hard into the campy, goofy, comedic aspects of Evil Dead. And then Ash versus Evil Dead is likewise much less horror and more of a... You remember the show Supernatural, how it was like spooky things, but itself it wasn't particularly spooky. Kind of like that, except more gore and arguably funnier.
Yeah, I think after the first movie, where a woman gets assaulted by a tree,
I wasn't going to bring that up. I wasn't going to bring that one up.
Well, that's it. As the woman, I have to bring it up. It's not okay.
The new movie has a new iteration on the tentacle porn, but it minus the sexual assault part. Like she does get wrapped up in various wires and stuff that's reminiscent of that scene. And I'm not spoiling anything. Lots of bad shit happens to people in this movie. Me saying that a woman was wrapped up in wires is tame compared to
it sounds like a lot of things happen in that movie. I could probably literally say anything. Like a woman gets killed by a lint roller.
No.
It happens now. It happens.
But if you were going to be like someone was eating glass to kill the creepy crawlies in their tummy because they don't like them when it's rumbling in their tummy.
No, I think that the lint roller thing was a thing. What about you, CJ? Have you seen the movies, shows?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah?
the new one I haven't seen. I rewatched the 1981 today just because I knew we were doing the podcast. And
What?
so
Who told
I
you?
watched
We have
it and-
a leak.
Yeah, so I mean, I really enjoyed watching it. Definitely gory. There's a Carolyn in the first movie when she's laughing, and it's a very awesome laugh that she has, an evil laugh. Army of Darkness I just love. I've seen quite a few times over the years, and so that's really good. It took me until today, as we're talking, the Netflix series came out with Ash. There's 3 seasons out, and I remember watching at least 1 season, if not 1.5. I don't know if I finished it yet. So I remember there's a Netflix Ash versus Evil Dead. So
It was actually on Stars on TV at first, and then Netflix picked it up eventually. However, it's just the Stars run. Like, they didn't make any new episodes, and it's one of those horrible things where it goes for 3 seasons and ends on a cliffhanger, and then the show got canceled, so it has no resolution.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
it's
it
kind of a
sucks.
bummer. Yeah, it definitely
I
sucks.
remember watching it, but it was quite a few years ago.
The show does a really great job of kind of passing the torch or setting up the stage to pass the torch for Bruce Campbell's Ash Williams, in that it's established, oh shit, he has a daughter he's never known about. And over
Yeah.
the course of the last season, she gets her hand blown off, just like him. So she's got like a fake like hand that she can use a chainsaw with, just like him. So like it starts kind of establishing her as a demon, a wisecracking demon slayer as well. So it really kind of leans more into that and comedy than it's definitely very gory, but it's not quite as scary. It definitely more worldwide consequences as well. Lucy Lawless, is that who I'm thinking of?
Yep.
Xena Warrior Princess. She's awesome in that show. Absolutely gives you the tingles. I hope I look that good at her age. I won't.
She's maintained her youth over the years. I feel like Lucy Lawless.
Yeah, her name's Ruby in that show, by the way.
Oh.
Eagle-eared listeners. Wink, wink. No, I'm not dating Lucy Lawless yet. Oh, J-Train, tell us about a time when you woke up early morning as a kid, poured yourself a bowl of Lucky Charms, and sat down and watched Xena Warrior Princess. No, I'm kidding. You said you couldn't do horror, right?
Yeah.
Is there like a
I'm
reason, like
to share that Nexus event if you would like.
sure, but I don't want to push you into anything that you are uncomfortable saying shortly.
No. So I was a very young, innocent, impressionable 13-year-old living down in South Texas, like deep South Texas.
I thought you were gonna say 22, but okay.
I think there was like 700 people in that town. Anyway, I don't know if you remember the program called AR Reading, where you would read a book, you would take a little test on a computer, and you'd get points for it. And
Yes.
No.
yeah, you remember that?
I think okay, hold on. If Codey remembers that, I surely won't, because I'm way older than Codey. So yeah.
I mean, it was around for a long. I don't think it's around anymore, but when I was a kid, it was definitely around.
You're not way older than me, dude.
I'm like 30 years older than you.
No.
This.
I also did it in like when I was
Stinks
like
to demonic
9. I did
Yeah, that's
this.
what I'm saying.
I did so much, like Redwall.
Yeah,
Anyway, continue
Redwall,
your
Harry
Nexus
Potter,
moment.
all those giant books is what got me to #1 in the school. Anyway, so they had like a big school activity where they invited like the top 20 AR readers to have like a Halloween night, and I thought it was going to be like pumpkin cupcakes, maybe some bobbing for apples. Anyway, they sat us down in the auditorium and we all watched Pet Sematary.
What?
And I had no idea what it was because in my house we didn't watch rated R movies. We watched Disney,
Yeah.
Princess Bride.
You mean a normal household, surely.
Yeah, and computer wore tennis shoes, all that wholesome stuff. And so I sat down to watch this movie. About halfway through, I realized it was not what I thought it was going to be. I was thinking like it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown kind of thing.
I feel
I was 13 years old, as I said. Anyway,
who thinks that that's a good idea for a kid? Play them Pet Cemetery, the worst kind of horror movie that you could play for a young kid as well.
That's
horrendous. To
Yeah.
this day, I can't walk under those in-ceiling attic openings without like cringing a little bit. Anyway, so my dad came and picked me up afterwards, and I wasn't really saying anything because I had just been traumatized. He was like, "What movie did you watch?" And I was like, "Oh, it was a movie called Pet Cemetery." So he slams on the brakes, turns around, yells at the school administration. They have to issue a big public apology to everyone.
As they should.
And to this day, I cannot watch any sort of horror movie pretty much whatsoever because I'm traumatized.
You know, I don't blame you one bit. That's, you know, Jay, that's not your fault. I'm here to tell you that that's Jesus. I can't even imagine. Pet Cemetery is one of those no-no movies because, you know, I can't stand animal death in the first place.
I actually watched part of the new one, and it's not that bad. The old one, though, is like deeply horrifying, like on a spiritual level.
That was one like I never was able to do because of pet things. Like I can't do pet things.
Plus, it's a baby, like a little baby cutting out some guy's Achilles tendon and then biting his jugular, and then
I've never even looked at this movie, so I because it was like I was like I don't want to know about dead animals.
Wow. Just watch the music video for Funeral Derangements by Ice Nine Kills, and you'll get the gist of the movie.
But no, I get it. Like, I totally understand. I used to watch horror a lot. Like when I was 12, 13, I was watching the Saw movies and the Scream movies like over and over and over again. 'Cause that's like some of the only movies that I had. But now as an adult,
like scary movies too?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite scary movie, Codey?
So, unfortunately though, in my adulthood, I have developed some nightmares. And they're not really like I can't ever really tell like what they're caused by or anything, and they have no like they range everything, all topics, everything. And I recently went to a sleep specialist and was like, how no nightmares? And she was like,
how sleep good?
How sleep good? How no nightmares? And she was like, some people have them and some people don't. And then this other sleep thing I have going on, they were like, oh yeah, some people that do this like therapy for sleep apnea or whatever, like they say that they have more dreams. And I was like, well, fuck me. Like, this is gonna be horrible. But basically because of that, I try and minimize the fodder that my nightmares have. So that's why I didn't watch this movie.
I've never seen a scary movie in my life.
Yeah.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. No, the one that scarred me for life, Jay, for the sake of sharing in each other's suffering.
Yeah.
My mom took me in theaters to see a movie called Aliens Resurrection. I don't remember how old I was. I could probably do the math and figure out how old I was at the time, but I was probably around 10, somewhere around there, maybe 13 or 12 or something. To this day, I can't handle body horror. Like seeing Ripley's like fucked up clone on the table, like twitching and going, kill me.
Blood.
Something broke in me.
I mean,
Akira.
Honestly, I'm okay with more fantasy sci-fi horror than I am with real life horror. I think the thing about Pet Cemetery that got me the most is just how real it was, because you know I'd had pets who died and that I buried them, and I spent time around little cute toddlers, and I always stood next to my bed that had a big opening underneath. So it's like things that you can actually relate to. But like The Thing, where they're like isolated in Antarctica, I can watch that and be like, wow, the cinematography is great because I'm never going to Antarctica and this is never going to happen to me.
How do you feel about Scream?
Never seen
it. Okay. I love Scream and Saw. Codey, you mentioned those earlier. CJ, what about you? Tell us about the time when you peed your pants as a young lad and then went to bed shivering in the cold.
I'm not sure there's lots of movies when I was growing up that I found kind of scary. I'm not sure which one really got to me. I think the one that kind of got to me, I by request, I had a birthday party and I actually wanted to watch a movie, and it's the same thing. I can't recall the age. It was like, I think it was definitely pre-teens, and I could somehow convince my mom to rent, and it was on VHS. So, but Stephen King's It, and I wanted to watch it for my birthday party. And so we did watch it for my birthday party. And throughout the years,
the Tim Curry television series, right?
no, Stephen King's it, Dr. Pennywise, like
that's Tim Curry, wasn't it?
Could have been. Honestly, it's the older version of it with all of them, right?
1980 something, right?
Yeah. So
Or might have been 1990s.
I think I'd have to look it up.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, we watched it, and one of the creepiest things I remember through later in life is me and my friend were hiking on a mountain. And there's a thing about this years ago, but it was really weird, is we were looking across the mountain, like down a bit, and there was literally someone standing holding red balloon. And we were like, we were literally like, it wasn't like just on the side of the street. Like we were like hiking on a mountain, and we were like, what the fuck is that? What is he doing there? And we got so creeped out, we had to leave. Like we had to leave. But that movie as a kid was definitely scary. But seeing someone dressed up like a clown, I don't even know if they're dressed up like a clown. We just knew he was holding a red balloon. We were wondering why the hell he was out there. And that was years and years and years later. But definitely a movie that was definitely good watching. Definitely. So I'd say that movie probably was scary as a kid.
I like that. And yeah, that was a mini series made for TV that they then put on like VHS, and it's really hard to find on DVD now too. But then they remade it into those more modern movies, which are
the remake I haven't seen yet, but I know the old ones.
You gotta get to it because they did such a good job with it. I'm a big fan of those new movies. They're
I think it's the part of it.
Lots of child death in today's episode.
The one part I didn't like, I think, between the two, maybe I did see it because I remember they killed the demon with silver in the first one, and they didn't end it the same way, and it kind of bothered me. But yeah.
Codey, it traumatized me.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I was literally about to ask you.
Oh, well, please ask me.
Oh, okay. Codey, we have to take a break.
Horse Whisperer.
Wait, what?
The Horse Whisperer.
Isn't that like a weird like? Wait, isn't that just like a Hallmark movie about like a kid and a horse? Why did that one traumatize you?
I was like 4 when it came out or something. Well, let me see.
Oh no.
No, I was 7. I was 7 when the movie came out.
Old Yeller syndrome. So 2 years ago.
And my mom took me to it, and like, 'cause they were gonna watch it, and they just thought that it was gonna be like a pleasant horse story. But basically, it's all about like this horse that gets hit by a train.
Oh, good.
A horse and a rider gets hit by a train, and like it's about both of them like saying that they'll never, like the woman saying she's never gonna ride again, and the horse like fighting people. And then this guy comes who's called the Horse Whisperer, and he like brings them back together and like heals them. But there's like, when the horse gets hit by the train, they like have this like shadowy underpass, like misty, you can't really see, and you just see the horse come through, and there's like, they have like not CGI, they have prosthetics that are like horse flesh is like hanging off the horse, and there's blood everywhere. And as a 7-year-old, I was like, they hurt this horse and they filmed it, and I just started bawling. And my mom, like in the middle of the theater, I'm just like screaming, and my mom had to take me out of the theater because I was just like, why did they hurt this horse? Because we had horses. Like,
had you stayed in the theater, you would have seen the Nope alien come out of nowhere and just suck that poor horse up and crunch it real good.
Dude, that alien resurrection, that hybrid xenomorph is also horrifying.
Yeah. Thanks, body horror. Thanks, Ridley Scott, for ruining my life.
We do need to take a break, though.
We do need to take a break. I was gonna just postulate another horrifying childhood moment, The Lion King.
Definitely.
Yep. And then you screaming in the theater reminded me of when like Tony Stark gets stabbed. I think it's in Endgame, and like he just gets stabbed by Thanos, and I literally heard someone in the theater go like scream. Dude, in Infinity War, when the snap happened, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Like I heard like people losing it. All right. We really do got to take a break now, and we will be right back.
Stop calling me Alexa. You're your own reason for not waking up on time. Here's the test subject.
CJ and J Train, you wake up after your testing pods have landed in the middle of, well, in the middle of a forest. You come to and you see the pod around you has been shattered to smithereens, nothing of use, naturally. So surrounding you, you'll see nothing but trees, but just on yonder, you can see through them, there is a cabin. It looks very old, but it's somewhat enshrouded through a light fog as dusk starts to settle in. CJ, what would you like to do?
I'll just kind of survey the immediate surroundings, just kind of check over myself for injuries, just kind of look over to J Train, give a nod, ask if he's all right. At this point, just kind of surveying, looking around,
Okay.
trying to get my bearings.
And J Train, what would you like to do?
Probably close to the same thing. Probably look through the smithereens, see if there's any type of food or drink salvageable. Look for any type
Okay.
of
Survive.
emergency contact device. Anything that's blinking lights usually is supposed to be helpful in this type of situation.
Right into survivor mode. I appreciate that. No, your testing pod is designed so that any electronic components of it would have been destroyed upon impact so that they would be unsalvageable. It's a
Thank
great
you.
design that my cohort has come up with.
Thank you to technologist Nick.
Technology, Nick? I thought you did that.
No, I had technology Nick do it for me.
Jeez, we have an issue.
We have a Nick
We
shoe.
We have a Nick shoe.
A Nick situation.
Is technology Nick different than lab Nick?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You started this. You started cloning him, and now he's everywhere.
That's only because the clone Nick taught me how to make clones.
Well,
anyway, so no part of your pods are usable. It's just dirt and rubble. Nothing particularly of use to say. You both also check yourselves. Cody, could you give me a roll?
12.
12. You both check yourselves and see that you're fine. You're not hurt. You're not shaken up. You're there. Everything's fine. You look at each other. You can kind of see at first glance that neither of you appears to be in any, had harmed in any way. CJ?
Yeah, kind of look over and say we should take shelter for the night. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I'm glad that we survived the landing. Start kind of looking at the cabin, see if there's any kind of lights on there, if there's been any type of usage of the cabin, and just start heading towards the cabin.
Mm-hmm. Okay. J-Train?
Same. On my way to the cabin, kind of look around, see if I can find any high ground, see if I can find any sources of running water, plants that might be useful, maybe any type of fauna, anything like that.
What kind of plants would be useful?
Maybe if there was some sort of fruit trees around.
Fruit trees? No, these are all North American conifers and pines and whatnot. Deciduous trees. So no traditional fruiting tree that you see.
Coniferous trees.
What did I say?
Deciduous.
I said coniferous before that.
But then you said deciduous trees.
I'm trying to sound smart. Cut me some slack.
Coniferous trees.
Look, botanist Nick. No, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, so nothing of that nature. You guys kind of walk towards the cabin, and unbeknownst to you, let's see if you take a notice. Nope, you don't notice anything. Cody, give me a roll.
I don't know if I want to.
I think you should.
9. How are they
9.
not noticing this?
Nope. This is just something happening in the distance there.
9.
9. Yep. Nope. You're fine. You guys walk up to a cabin, and it is clearly a just classic cabin in the woods, rustic. It's got the wood cabin, I should say, like the log cabin style. It's very clearly no one's been here for a long time. It's overgrown with weeds all around it. It looks like it's in rough shape. Various windows are cracked or shattered. Everything looks dilapidated and falling apart. Let me see here. CJ, you would notice, and J-Train, you would not. CJ, you would have noticed that if you kind of avert your gaze a little bit to the left, you would see a shed in the back kind of poking out a little bit. So there is a separate building, a shed behind the cabin. What would you like to do?
Well, I'll definitely look over to J-Train, just kind of give a hand signal that I spot something, and then I'm going to check it out. Before I do, just kind of just survey the door, just check and see if there's like a map with a key under it, feel up for a ledge to see if there's keys above, let them know that I'm going to, investigate the shed and just say I'm going to check that out.
Success. You find a key and you show it to J-Train. What would you like to do with that key? I'll let you keep going here.
Well, I'll see if I'll head over to the shed, see if it's locked. You bring the key with me.
Okay.
Probably, I doubt it'd work for the shed, but it might. But bring it with me. And
Okay.
definitely take a look at the shed and see what's in there.
Codey, can you give me a gift card?
Wow. Is this for CJ?
This is for CJ.
Okay, you get to choose. I'm trying to pick different colors. There we go. If one of these is a fucking Codey pick, I swear to God.
I hope so.
They always are. Pick a card.
Pick a card, any
Oh,
card.
sweet. I'm gonna go for the one with the bow and the plain yellow.
Plain
This one?
yellow. I think just the yellow with the LD, right?
Nope,
This
just the
is-
plain.
Oh,
one.
the
Just plain-
yellow stripes. Yellow stripes. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, yellow, plain yellow. Yeah.
Why is this a gift card? A PB&J on toast that fell on the ground.
All right. So as you enter the shed, the door is kind of like, it's kind of where it's in rough shape, right? The door's kind of off the center a little bit, like the frame's just kind of like sagging. So you have to exert a little bit of strength to get it to open as it catches on the floor. When you do so, the door bumps against a countertop inside the shed, which a plate falls to the ground, sending a PB&J toast spiraling to the ground, and you observe it as it splats peanut butter face down.
Clarification, how recently toasted?
It is
Yeah.
fresh, 100%. Like someone just made it and then left it there for some
Okay.
reason. Like it is piping steamy because people love to put peanut butter and jelly on their toast.
Still melty.
Do people put peanut butter on
Definitely.
toast? Apparently I do.
I put peanut butter on toast.
I've done it.
Oh, well, there you
Oh
go.
yeah. Peanut
I don't
butter.
put jelly on toast, but I put peanut butter on toast.
Who doesn't put jelly on toast?
Jelly
Anyway,
is way more
I
common
put
than-
butter
Anyway,
and peanut butter on toast. Do people not butter the toast before adding the peanut butter, or they just
No,
put cream?
no.
I butter my pancakes before I put peanut butter on them.
But you don't butter the toast and then add the peanut butter?
No, you
I'll be
do-
honest.
Just do peanut butter.
the peanut butter takes the place of
Listen,
the butter.
CJ, they're insane. You always butter before you put anything
No.
on your
Thank you.
toast.
Okay.
Because
thank
it
you.
needs
I
to
thought I was
it needs to
alone
be
here.
a little soggy in the
No.
middle.
My great grandma, I would ask her for a PB&J, and she'd put
Call her
butter
right
on
now.
it.
Call her right
Put it on
now.
it. She's dead. She put butter on it.
Hang
And
on.
it
Let's,
was-
Look at the Ouija board.
let's see if
You butter it first.
Get the Ouija board out. Why?
Your grandma speaks to me through the power of the cosmos, and she says that you're fibbing and you're a naughty little girl, and you're gonna get your bottom tanned for being a little fibber.
No one
And
in
then-
my family ever hit me, but okay.
She didn't say she
You
was
found-
gonna do
you
it.
found
She said I
toast.
get to do it. You found toast. J-Train, you see that CJ has found a key. He's shown it to you. You witnessed him walk to the cabin, and you've heard the clatter. You don't see what it was, but what would you like to do now?
So my question is, did CJ just grab the key to the cabin and take it with him without me?
Yeah, but he didn't like do it in a way to like
Look at
keep
him
it from
nod.
you.
He's like,
Like,
yeah,
like,
dude.
hey,
He,
He did.
and then just leave.
he turned around and showed you that he found it, and then he walked, instead of like trying it on the cabin door, he went immediately to the shed.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm trying to get inside the cabin. I'm kind of peeking inside the windows, see if there's any signs of life. I think you said it's real dilapidated. It doesn't look like anyone's been there for a long time.
Correct.
So I'm trying to get inside the cabin. Number one,
Okay.
I think I would jiggle the doorknob and just.
Okay. Well, first off, Cody, give me 2 rolls.
12.
Okay.
Oh, she traveled. She traveled.
Your grandma has spoken from beyond.
Oh, it's under the thing.
She threw your dice away.
14.
14. So when you look through the windows, you don't see anything out of ordinary. It just looks like the inside of a log cabin in the middle of the woods. You see some dusty furniture, but it's like still dark. Like there's no lights in there, and it is getting dark out. So like your vision is somewhat limited, but what you can make out of the furniture, various tables, chairs, couches, mounted animal heads on the wall across from the window. They all just seem dusty and kind of gloomy, just as a nature of like the fog and the darkness in there.
Okay.
You jiggle the door handle, but it's the moment you like touch it to jiggle it, the door just swings open as if somebody opened it from the other side.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's your response?
Very welcoming specter. I think I'll walk in.
You walk in and find a light switch. If you click it, or do you want to do that?
Yes.
If you turn on the lights and they flicker to life, illuminating what appears to be, again, just a dilapidated old log cabin. However, you see a couple of new features that you previously weren't able to. On the table across that you saw earlier, you can see on the top of it is a record player. You'll also notice that there is a entryway, presumably to go into other rooms of the house. And to the left of that, alongside the wall, is a closed door. But it's not like a full-size human door. It's like a small, like short door, like a 3-foot tall door. Cobwebs are everywhere. It's kind of grody. Like I mean, if you had no other option, I guess you'd sleep there. But it's not, definitely wouldn't be your first option, first choice if you had a say in the matter. CJ, the peanut butter and jelly toast has splattered upon the ground. What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm just a little bit apprehensive. I kind of want to almost say hello, but I more just kind of would want to do a scan of the room as I'm entering the shed. Kind of looking to see what type of supplies would be, whether it be lanterns, axe for firewood, things that we'll need to get through the night. Definitely looking a little bit around because of the PB&J. To me, it indicates someone might have been there. So definitely just kind of being a little bit apprehensive, and maybe I'll quietly say hello, and but also looking for those things as I do.
So you're able to see around the room pretty easily. You say hello, but no response. Nothing says anything. You do see 2 items along the workbench, aside from, of course, the PB&J that's now on the ground. You see a turtle, and you see a cup.
A turtle?
A turtle. A living turtle. It's just on the counter, staring at you.
I'll pick up the PB&J and set it in front of it. And say, here you go, little guy.
He is just a turtle. He's non-responsive to your PB&J offering.
Doesn't want to take a bite. Okay, no worries.
No. In fact,
Okay.
as you near it, it kind of pulls itself into its shell a little bit. Are you okay, Cody?
Some turtles might go for that.
This turtle did not, based on the dice.
No worries. Yeah. Pick it up if it pops in its shell.
Sure.
Does it go in its shell or pick it up? Or?
You are now in possession of a turtle. Congratulations.
Yeah, look around. If there's nothing else like lanterns or something to help with firewood, head back to the cabin. Bring the turtle with me.
Yes. No, other than the turtle and the PB&J, the ruined PB&J, and the cup that were in the shed, you found nothing else. So you head back into the house where J-Train is doing what?
I am getting ready to open the 3-foot door.
The 3-foot door. Oh, very good.
Seems very intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll close the door behind me if it's still open.
Okay. The door is still open. So as J-Train reaches for the door, you close it behind him and it makes a loud like a latching sound almost even. This would Cody, give me a roll, please.
10.
10. Okay. Yeah. So neither of you are particularly affected one way or the other. You open the door, however, J-Train, and what you see is nothing but a stairwell that seems to go down and pure darkness. You cannot see. You see the few steps that start to go down into said darkness, but you don't see anything else beyond that.
I would like to check around for some sort of flashlight or candle or lamp.
Cody, can you roll for me?
17.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you check the table that has the record player on it, and it has a couple of drawers, and while fumbling through the drawers, you find a flashlight. And upon inspection of it, it does still have some juice in it. It's not the brightest light you'd ever find, but, you know, hey, you got something.
Get ye flashlight.
That's right. Okay. CJ, you see all this happening. The door is closed behind you. He's opened a door. Nobody's saying anything to anybody, and he found a flashlight. You guys are in perfect mental syncing here.
Yeah, I'll wave the turtle shell and say dinner. And look for a box to maybe put it in for now so it can't escape. At least, we're not necessarily hungry right now, but put it in a container or something.
There you don't find anything of that sort. The only thing in this cabin, at least in this room that you guys are in, are the table that has the record player on it. There's a dusty old couch, a dusty old armchair, and there's some lamps lighting along the walls.
Okay.
And there's also a stuffed taxidermied buck, like a male deer head on the wall.
Is there like a sink, like nothing I can put it in, maybe, or
I mean, maybe elsewhere in the house, perhaps. Yes.
Okay. I'll just hold on to it for now.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely indicate to J-Train and be like, yeah, we got some for you to cook up later.
Jay, what do you have to say about that upon seeing the turtle?
Honestly, all I can think of is he's probably craving a piece of pizza.
Oh, that poor turtle.
I did roll for the turtle just
God.
because I was curious. Turtle got a nat 20.
Okay.
There you go.
So this turtle is basically not going to be
It's a
eaten.
Ninja Turtle now.
It's not gonna be.
Yeah. So I guess
Not having it.
we'll come back. You know what? The turtle suddenly erupts from its shell and bites you on the thumb, CJ. The sudden action and pain in your thumb causes you to drop the turtle, and it scurries away with surprising quickness into the down into the door frame. Excuse me, the doorway that J-Train just opened and down the stairs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, shake my hand in pain.
Yeah.
Ah,
Out to
I was
you,
thinking about tossing him down there anyway.
Wow.
Just
This is a
TP.
pro turtle podcast. I just want to point it out
That's
there.
why I rolled for the turtle.
This is a pro turtle podcast, especially when the new Turtles movie comes out
You guys
later
are
this
not
year.
winning points.
I was going to tell a turtle story, but now I think I'll not.
Oh no. That's
Doesn't have a happy
concerning.
ending for the turtle.
Okay. So the turtle just bit CJ and ran down those mysterious steps. J-Train, you have a flashlight. What do you want to do now?
I want to go down the steps and see what's down there.
Is that right?
Yeah, since it's so short, I'll probably have to like sit on my butt and kind of scooch down, you know.
No, you can actually just walk normally down it. The stairs are extraordinarily freaky and kooky as you go down there, Scooby-Doo-ish. It's haunting. It is like an unnatural silence is enveloping you, and it's almost like your flashlight is attempting to pierce an unnatural darkness, the likes of which your brain couldn't comprehend. But as you continue through this cellar, which is what it is, you bonk your head. It doesn't hurt. You just kind of run into it. Some chain, hooks. As your eyes start to focus and in on what they're seeing, you see rows and rows of shelvings with jars of mysterious substances, canned goods, I don't know, stuff all covered with cobwebs and spittery spiders and whatnot. And as you continue to explore, it's not much longer when you find what looks like a stone altar. It's carved out of it's one piece carved, and it's very sort of ornate, but it almost looks kind of, spoiler alert, demonic. And upon its pedestal is what appears to be a very strange and odd book.
I want to get the book and look at it and open it.
Oh, fantastic. While you're doing that, CJ, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm looking around, seeing, like, I'm still kind of looking for things that will help us, like a lantern, something to start a fire for the, like, is there
For the turtle
plate?
turtle cook-off? Cody, what was that number?
Sure was a 1.
Ooh, death card. Is it a Cody's choice?
It's a draw prize instead.
Oh, what a lucky son of a gun. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not giving you a choice. You are getting the service weapon.
Oh, fuck me. Incredible. Wow. And that's okay, so that's grip. Okay. So as you're I will. As you're exploring the cabin, you come across the kitchen, you see the sink, and you're checking the various drawers and whatnot. Underneath the sink, you find what appears to be just behind the doors as they open. It's like there's not like a void, there's not a recess, there's not, like a normal underneath the sink would be. Instead, it appears to be some kind of black obsidian stone, but it shimmers weirdly with like unnatural light, and you reach out and you just touch it with your finger, almost as though like you can feel like an energy ripple like on the surface of water, and the stone has a resonance that you can kind of feel in the pit of your soul as it starts to shift and form various geometric shapes, and then it pulls itself back, revealing to you the service weapon. If anybody here has ever played a video game called Control, the service weapon is a supernatural handgun of sorts. So imagine a handgun. Cody, hold that card up again. Imagine a handgun with various bits and bobs floating about it. It's very futuristic looking. It does not require ammo. However, it does need time to recharge once you've expended several shots. But to you, clearly, this is some kind of weapon. It's very weapon-like. So you now have that. You also find... Hang on.
Make sure the safety's off.
There is no safety.
Okay.
You are not safe.
There is no safety.
You find elsewhere in the home, as you continue to explore, you find a bottle of perfume in one of the bedrooms, as well as a comic book. You find a few batteries. You find a jar of jam in the fridge, a rubber duck in the bathroom. You find some lace in a drawer of the like one of the bedrooms and like one of the drawers of like a nightstand. You find a squirrel. And it like skitters and runs away, chirps at you because you've disturbed it. A boombox is also in the bathroom for some inexplicable reason. Someone must have took a nice relaxing bath with some tunes. You found a watch, a tube of lip balm, and you found a paintbrush.
Cool.
Yeah, so you found lots of things, and you're carrying all of them, right?
Well, if I'll just leave most of it. I definitely want to carry the gun. What's the comic of?
That's an excellent question, Cody. Give me a roll for what comic book this is.
17.
Okay, it is. Hang on.
We waiting.
You really threw me a loop for this one.
No worries.
Oh, that's okay.
The genre of comic.
You found an issue of X Factor. Issue number 1, Baptism of Fire.
Cool.
Marvel. So, yeah. It's
Awesome.
in poor shape though. It's clearly been in the care of a child at one point. You know, the spine's all fucked up, very dusty and faded. Worn worse for wear. Published in 1986.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just curious to know, but the comic kind of stopped to listen for J Train because he went downstairs.
Yeah, about that. While after you're finished you've read the comic cover to cover. It's a fascinating read. While you've done that, suddenly and without warning, you hear a staticky noise start.
This is Professor Raymond Noby, Department of Ancient History, log entry number 2.
As you investigate the sound, you realize that the record player started playing on its own. The needle is dragging across the vinyl as it just starts on its own. You hear what's the unmistakable sound of a wind outside beginning to howl. It's kind of loud, and it's so powerful that you can feel the cabin slightly rumble. And then you experience lightning out of nowhere. There's no thunder, just a flash of lightning outside, which does not frighten you in the slightest. Lucky you. While this is happening, J-Train, you've begun reading from a mysterious book.
Mhm.
Cody, I need 2 rolls. This is a disadvantage.
7. 7.
Wow. It's a 7. So as you look through this book, it's very apparent that the images depicted are horrific in origin. You're seeing depictions of people being butchered, decapitated. You're seeing like what appears to be human sacrifice. Babies and grandmas and all sorts of things are involved. Horrific things. Tentacles coming out of somebody's mouth, someone crying in what appears to be some sort of black fluid, all in this mysterious ink that is very clearly dried and red and kind of fishy, and it stinks. It smells real bad. The paper of the book itself is also kind of has a strange yet familiar texture to it. As you look through this book, You can hear upstairs. You can hear the record player begin to start playing as well. The Once that happens, the book on its own starts flipping around to various pages before you, and suddenly you really are into it. You're like, this is the best book I've ever seen, and it's mine, and if anybody wants to get in between me and my book, they're gonna pay. What would you like to do next?
The book is like my precious kind of thing.
But my precious.
I think I would check around a little bit more to see if there's anything else to see down in this cellar.
You attempt to break your gaze from the book, but you are unable to. In fact, the book has now turned itself to a specific page.
Okay.
And it's depicting to you what looks to be Latin. And what do you want to do with that?
I don't think I've ever learned any sort of Latin or anything like that.
I mean, it's in like English letters. You could read it if you wanted to.
Oh, I definitely want to out loud.
This is what happens, listeners. This is what happens when you don't watch horror movies. So make sure that you watch horror movies so you can survive.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're doing an experiment right now.
Yes.
The people that are listening to the recording of the experiment.
If you check the chat there, the passage of the book is written there. Go ahead and read that out loud.
Invinctus Dominus retributus helvicticus.
The moment that you do that you say that, an intense thunder and it just starts raining. An intense thunder and lightning just erupt from the sky above, shaking the entirety of the house. Suddenly, shit's gone crazy. Like the shutters of the windows are flapping back and forth. The doors are slamming back and forth like over and over again. And you hear like a whooshing sound as the record player continues to play. And suddenly, Codey, give me 2 rolls, please.
10, 14.
14. Okay, it's not going to be good enough. You feel an evil presence. It can only be described as evil. Wash over you. You feel like fire is in your veins. It's inside of you, J-Train. Your eyes turn from a beautiful shade of emerald brown and turn into like a more orange, like a deadly orange and red. And you have this nagging thought in your head. There's a guy upstairs and a turtle somewhere down here, and I should kill both of them immediately.
The turtle! No! The turtle got a 14.
The turtle found they're very good burrowers, and it found this is not a finished basement by any stretch. It managed to just kind of dig into a wall and disappear. So, CJ, this house is going fucking ape shit, like Scooby-Doo style. It's going crazy. What do you want to do?
Yeah, just check the clip of the gun if there is one. Just make sure it has ammo. See how many bullets I have.
It does not have a traditional clip, and there's no. Even though there are various pieces floating around it, you cannot remove them from their configuration. So no, you would not be able to tell how much bullets, if any, you would have.
Okay.
I'll metagame with you here a little bit. You could test fire it and see what happens.
Well, I'm not ready to shoot yet. I'm just looking around. I'm going to keep my back to a wall, kind of start moving towards the record player. Is it just, it's not playing that message, or is it just making static noises? Or...
Oh no, like the house, like all the doors are slamming over and over.
Yeah.
The shutters are slamming over and over. The record player is still going fucking ape shit. The thunder and lightning outside are going crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's going through it right now.
almost wanting to like turn off the record player or at least take it off, but also head to the top of the stairwell. I'm not going down, but I'm just yelling down and saying, "All right, is it what the hell?" Or says so like, "What the hell is going on?" Basically.
You turn off the record player.
Of the demon resurrection passages from the Book of the Dead.
You press pause on that. You go downstairs.
I'm not going down. I just
Oh,
want
I'm
to
sorry.
Top the shell and yell, "What the hell is going on down there?" Yeah.
Okay, Jay, what do you want to do? You hear
I
him
want to
say
tell
this.
CJ, hey man, I found something real cool. Come check it out.
Oh no. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
CJ,
Yeah, I am gonna start heading down. I'm definitely being a little apprehensive just because of all the house going crazy, but start heading down.
Okay. Cody, I need a roll.
9.
Okay. CJ, as you get towards the bottom of the stairs, you kind of trip a little bit, not enough to fall, but you do stumble on the last few steps and you have to catch yourself. So you're not quite at full attention because of this.
Okay.
Jay, you see CJ plain as day. That magical darkness that was all around, that seemed so thick in the air before, has lifted, and it's almost like predator vision. Like you are hyper focused. Like you've never been more focused. It's like you just snorted a whole 8-ball, and you're just so ready to get shit done. And CJ looks mad delicious. What do you want to do?
I want to invite CJ over to the altar to have a seat.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Invite him.
CJ, I found somewhere for you to sit. You look very tired and disoriented. Come have a seat, my friend.
Do you know what the hell's going on up there? Did you hear the record player?
No, I didn't hear anything. I've just been reading this really weird book.
CJ, you don't notice anything weird about J-Train.
Okay, yeah, just ask him what book.
I'll show you here in a second. Just have a seat.
There's a massive smile across J-Train's face as he talks to you. Like this one right here. See that one? See that one?
Yeah, I do have my hand apprehensively with the pistol there, but just take a look around and say I'm not that tired, but what'd you find?
Oh, I just found this really cool book, and this nice stone looks like a chair or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it over for sure.
Yeah, come on over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See
Okay.
that turtle?
Oh,
no, neither of you. Hey, there's
I
no
haven't
sign of
seen
the
it.
turtle. Yeah. The evil turtle rise. No, CJ, he's invited you over to have a seat on what is clearly appears to be some sort of demonic looking altar thing.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to sit in it, but I definitely want to look it over.
And he's got a huge smile on his face. Like it's like the girl or person or man that he really likes just told him that they also like him back. That's that kind of smile.
That's never happened, but okay.
Just imagine that it did.
Do I see a book, or is he holding on to it, or?
The book is there. Yeah, he didn't pick it up. I mean, you don't know this. I mean, he did read from it, but you don't know that he did that. But it is there, and it is open.
Yeah. What is this? What do you think this is?
I'm not sure. I opened it up. It's really, really smelly book, honestly. And I read a couple of words from it, but I didn't notice anything happen.
Next, before anybody can do anything, the book flutters through its pages on its own and lands on another passage. It depicts, this time it's a couple of pictures that it depicts. Should anyone investigate that, but you both clearly see it going and then landing upon a specific page.
Yeah, I want to slam it shut and say we should get the hell out of here.
Someone has watched horror movies.
I'd like to look at the depictions.
Okay. Cody, give me a roll, please. Give me 2 rolls.
12.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Okay. So this was with advantage, so the 12 is going to stand. As CJ attempts to slam the book, you're able to kind of get your fingers in there so you can preserve the page that it was on, and you're able to swipe it from him and open it up to the page that it's on. And it's a picture of my mom for some reason, and you guys hear aloud at the door upstairs. Cody, your audio's gone. Yep, nope, we lost your audio.
Yeah, I didn't.
So you've heard a loud knock that totally everyone heard on the microphone, and we're going to pretend that it exists because I'm not editing in later after the fact. Knock, knock, knock. Pound, pound, pound on the door upstairs.
I
J-Train,
think we should open the door.
yeah, I was going to say J-Train loves this sound, and that
There's been a
smile,
lot of door openings.
somehow, that smile is continuing to spread. I don't know how.
Let's go open the door.
See who's there.
Yeah, I head upstairs to open the door.
Oh, J-Train's gonna make a mad break for the stairs to go open the door. CJ, what are you gonna do?
Sorry, Cody.
I
That's-
still-
I know that's what everyone's been thinking this whole time.
Open
Still-
the door.
Open the
Still
door.
thinking
Open
like
the door.
there's like nothing for like fire to start a fire, lanterns or anything like that, or
Nope.
okay,
Nope, not really.
Yeah, just it's not, we got to get out of here. This isn't right. He's looking to. I'm looking to get out. Is there a basement door to get out to the outside, or is it
The-
just stairs going up?
What's that roll, Cody?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? No, I heard you roll it, so tell me what the number
It
is.
was for the turtle.
Okay, what's the number?
This is not important.
What is the number, Cody?
7.
CJ, you notice that there is a hole, a turtle-sized hole in the wall. Other than that, there was no apparent exit
Okay.
from the cellar, other than the stairway that
My
J-Train
baby.
is bounding up there, who still has the book in his possession as well.
Yeah, follow up behind because it's the only way out.
Okay. He's got, damn, he's like a cheetah. Naturally, before he was possessed by a demonic entity or otherwise, he is like lightning moving through that house, and he reaches the door and he swings it open, and it's my mom. And J-Train, you would recognize her as my mom, and she's completely covered in blood with a really big grin. And she says, "Hello, baby, my child," and she caresses your cheek, J-Train, and you're all super into it. CJ, you come up behind them and you see this crazed-looking, bloody Filipino woman caressing J-Train's face with and they're both just smiling at each other, like pretty creepy.
Open fire.
Oh, oh. You're using a service weapon?
Yes.
Are you aiming it at, like, I guess J-Train's back would be to you at the door, with the door open, like you'd be behind him. You're just shooting.
Pretty much just like,
Oh, okay. Sure.
Right.
Let's see. Wow, success. So you are able to unload 3 shots, and it is effectively like a very strong handgun shot. So if you've ever handled a handgun before, that's what it would feel like. And you successfully nail J-Train in the back with all 3 shots. Shot him in the back. Cold-blooded.
I'm trying to get out of the room.
The shots, however, do not pierce J-Train, and he cries out as he slumps to the ground in a bloody heap. Mom, however, just cocks her head to the side, and then her eyes look right at you and go, "Why have you done this to Mommy? My little, poor little baby." And then she's gonna start. She's gonna start laughing, CJ.
Trying to see if I can finish off my clipping to her.
You get one more shot off before the service weapon needs time to recharge, and it nails her right in the chest. And she seems somewhat surprised by this. She goes, "Huh," and she looks down and sees the blood start pouring, and she starts laughing again. Then she leaps upward to the ceiling, grabbing a hold of it with her arms and legs, and starts crab walking on top of the ceiling towards you, laughing all the way. Come to mommy!
Looking to run and get out through the front door.
She would be in between you and the front door. You sure you want to do that?
I mean, I have the cellar behind me. Is there any window? If she's crawling on the ceiling, I'm looking to make a dash.
You attempt to make a dash. Codey, I need a death card. It's in that one.
I mean, I got an 18, but
Your 18 is for J-Train.
nice.
Oh no.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh wow, I'm the luckiest man ever. All right.
I'm living.
This is nuts. This is nuts. A Pokeball.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that in a second. As you try to scramble, you can't. You find yourself seized. You look down and you see that J-Train's hand has grabbed you by the ankle, and he's looking up at you with a big smile. J-Train, you got any witty one-liners for him?
Here's J-Train.
Here's J-Train. You panic and manage to free yourself, and as you do so, you fall backwards into the dusty old armchair. The weight of your falling into it has caused it to basically just fall. I mean, it was already about ready to fall apart anyway. Anybody that sat in it probably would have broken it, and it falls apart. And from its contents, like a Pokeball clatters, and rolls before you.
Grab it.
All right, you now have a Pokeball in addition to your other items. Mom is going to go now. As she's laughing and screaming, she leaps at you, just narrowly missing you, and lands right next to you. J-Train, what would you like to do?
I think I would like to attempt to stand up.
I'll give it to you. You seem
kind of covered in blood.
Despite being shot in the back, you are remarkably what's the word, Codey? Spry. No, I was thinking of more durable. You're remarkably durable. And you managed to stand up with relative ease despite all the blood oozing out from your wounds. Are you going to do anything after that?
No.
Okay.
I'll observe Mom and CJ.
The blood has leaked all over the book. This has caused the book to begin to freak the fuck out. It is, if you don't really care either, but if you had been paid attention, the book has started to fuse itself to your side where you were carrying it, and when you were shot, it was at your side, you fell down. It's now like starting to fuse itself to your side. It's not going to be able to be removed unless it's surgically. But yeah, sure, you can make after CJ as well. Mom is going to attempt to swipe at CJ, narrowly missing, and then it's CJ's turn again.
I'm just gonna be like, say, I'm so sorry, bro, but I'm activating that Pokeball and chucking it.
Wait! You got to turn your hat backwards before you throw the Pokeball.
He's correct. You do have to do that. All right, because you did that, you get advantage.
I'm whipping it, like activating it and throwing it, and be like, I'm sorry, bro.
Is the advantage that he gets a different Pokemon because the one that the number generator picked was horrifying?
Well, actually, what's going to happen, Cody, is he got a nat 20, so he needs a prize card. But
Holy shit.
so, Cody, he throws the J-Train. He throws the Pokeball at you. It hits you square in the chest, and you're enraptured in light as you disappear into the Pokeball.
Oh, nice.
I get to pick one?
Yep.
The green stripe one, please.
This one?
Yeah.
Put a D6 in your pocket.
Okay, so we'll use that D6 later if we need to. Just remember that you have one.
Hey.
J-Train's in the Pokeball. Let's see if he's caught. It starts wiggling as that red light is on, right? Like he might break out. Cody, give me 3 rolls.
16.
Oh.
9.
Oh, J-Train. You've been caught. CJ has registered a J-Train to his Pokédex. J-Trains love long walks on the beach, being possessed by Necronomicon demons, and fighting on behalf of his trainer, as well as partying in the caboose. Yeah, man, you're in a Pokeball. It's pretty dope in there, though. It's kind of like a suspended animation / like heaven. Like it's nothing but hot dogs.
Was that just my Pokedex entry that you
Yeah.
read?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was. Yeah, that is exactly it. Inside the Pokeball, it's just like an all-you-can-eat wiener buffet. Like it's heaven in there. It's gonna be Mom's turn, however. I need a death card.
Using my die 6.
Unfortunately, this is Mom's roll, so you would just be
I know.
adding a D6 to her
No,
roll,
not yours.
and I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Not yours.
Disco dancing werewolves.
Oh shit, son. Let the madness begin, I guess. Mom speaks some ancient eldritch words, and erupting from the walls like Nemesis from Resident Evil is 2 disco dancing werewolves. They are going to town. These werewolves, they're pretty cool. They got the bell bottoms. They got the mirror. What do you call it? Like the mirror fabric. You know, it's very shiny. But they are also werewolves, and they have very sharp teethy teeth. CJ, what would you like to do? Keep in mind, Mom now has 2 disco dancing werewolves, and you have a CJ Coplin. As you all kind of square off against each other, you enter a Pokemon battle. Go forth! See, J-Train! J-Train bursts from the Pokeball, and he's ready to fight.
J-Train!
Mom has her 2 disco dancing werewolves sent out. J-Train is going to be naturally faster, so he gets the first move. CJ, what would you like to do?
While he's fighting the werewolves, I'm checking to see if this gun's ready to charge to
Well,
fire.
you gotta tell him what to do. You're a trainer.
All right.
Turn to the hat backwards, man. There's no going back.
I will be like, J-Trade, power trade move.
Power trade move, Cody, roll.
Oh no. 4.
Unfortunately, J-Train is confused. J-Train hurt itself in its confusion. J-Train took 20 damage. It's going to be one of the disco dancing werewolves' turn. He is going to use. He's going to use bite. And he's going to hit. CJ takes some bite damage. It takes a little bit more pain.
Yeah.
It's going to be the next werewolf's turn. Mom is going to command it to use Snarl, which it does so, and it raises its attack stat. Don't at me if that's not what Snarl does, because I don't remember exactly. But now it is J-Train's turn.
Oh, do I have free will here?
Maybe.
All right, in that case, I attack the werewolves.
You attack the werewolves? Okay. Cody, roll for me.
16.
You snapped out of your confusion and you used pound. You successfully pound one of the werewolves, and it faints, falling over. Mom screams in rage, "My babies, my babies! Return!" CJ, it's your turn.
J Train, activate caboose move.
Caboose move. J-Train begins. He enters some sort of weird Dragon Ball Z stance and starts charging like a hyper beam type move. But it's going to take at least one full turn for it to charge all the way. In the meantime, it is going to be another werewolf's turn. The snarled up werewolf is going to use slash, and it's going to successfully hit, opening up J-Train's chest in a splurge of sploogey blood and gore. Just guts are going to spray out, but he's fine. He's possessed by a demon and also a Pokemon. He's not quite fainted yet, but he's on the brink. You hear doo 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 doo. HP is very low. J-Train, what would you like to do?
First thing I would do is borrow CJ's lip balm and kind of put it on my lips real quick.
Okay. CJ? I'm not even going to roll for that. I'm just going to let you do it.
Just
You're just allowed to do that.
Yeah.
definitely try to see if this gun's charged enough to shoot her again.
Okay. Don't be a nat 20 for the love of God. What'd you get, Cody?
11.
11. So I got a 3. Do you want to use that D6?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll use it.
6.
Sweet.
Okay. Your gun is halfway charged up. The 4 rounds that it has capacity, you have 2 of them back. You're able to unload both shots. One of them misses. The other one hits Mom square in the chest, sending her flying through the window. She's incapacitated for now. It is going to be J-Train's turn. J-Train, you're going to unleash your super trained
Caboose mood.
Caboose move. You turn around, spread your cheeks, go, and a blast of energy erupts and just obliterates the werewolf into ash.
Beautiful.
Ash. Yeah. J-Train, you get some experience and level up. You regain a little bit of HP that way. You then re-enter your Pokeball. CJ, what would you like to do?
Get out of here.
Okay.
We gotta go. Get out of here.
You manage to scoop up your Pokeball and service weapon and make your way out the back. You find there was a car on the other side of the house the whole time. You're able to get in and drive away as you see Mom laughing as she recovers. She's just laughing and just kind of limping after the car. But you outrun her. Oh, okay. Are you being serious?
I think so. No, actually, no. Keep trying.
Okay. All right. You're able to outrun her for now. And as you get further away, the world gets real fuzzy and hazy and warpy, and you find yourself suddenly, and J-Train you as well, you find yourselves in these weird test tube things with just little windows out, and as you look out, you see 2 mysterious figures in lab coats whose faces you can't quite make out, but they sound totally hot.
I just
Dibs.
that's not what I meant when I said a werewolf in the 80s. You know, like
I'm pretty
not-
sure disco was around in the 80s.
that's
Okay.
not, like the vibe that the music video gives off. It's
I mean,
not
technically,
that.
it's like they're around today.
It's something else. But
Well, regardless, I think the experiment went really well today.
yeah, I guess.
I really like the Pokemon reference, the random Pokemon references. Shoot.
Who made the I'm just like I didn't make the PB&J.
Oh, I didn't either. I thought that was you.
No. Was
So
it
who
one
left-
of the Knicks?
Who left the PB&J on the counter in the
Are
simulation?
the Knicks now in the simulation?
It was. Do you think it was Chef Nick?
No, because Chef Nick doesn't put butter and peanut butter and jelly because you're not supposed to.
You're absolutely supposed to. You know what? Let's go get the Ouija board. And folks, that's going to do it for us here on Let's Die. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you to our guests today, CJ Coplin and J Train. Definitely go check out the Nerd Herd. There will be a link in the description of this video if you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, or in the episode description if you're just listening to it on iTunes or any other app. Definitely check out the community. I'm in it. Codey's gonna join because I'm gonna make her, and it's a fantastic place filled with fun friends and God, so much horny on Maine.
Is that where you get it?
That's where I get it. That's where I learned it from. J Train taught me. But
Wow.
let's go around the room real quick. CJ, is there anything you'd like to say here before we leave?
No, just happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I know that you are hardworking and your family needs you and appreciates you.
Oh yeah, it's Mother's Day.
And for Mother's Day, no, it's really fun. I really appreciate being invited. I definitely liked the series and the movies and had a lot of fun. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, CJ. J Train.
Yeah, no, same. I will try anything twice as long as someone asks me to do it. So I've never been on a podcast before. I hate putting myself on webcam and just,
Really
interacting with human beings in general. But
well, you're a natural, my friend. Thank you so much for putting up with our bullshit today, and hopefully we can drag you back kicking and screaming. But hey, congratulations! Not only are you a demon possessed zombie, but you're a Pokemon. Like that's the dream.
yeah,
Sorry for shooting you, man.
Pokemon Center, my guts are still hanging out, I think.
CJ got you to a Pokemon Center. You're fully healed now. Still
I kind of
possessed.
saved you in a way. I didn't mean to kill you, shoot you. I just need to survive. Somehow
Yeah,
survive.
Honestly, I was taking the evil route the whole way. I was.
Yeah, fantastic. Deadites notoriously hard to kill with any means for any stretch of time. But Codey, follow you at some place with something.
I am on the Twitter at my name, Codey Mathis, Codey.Mathis. I am at, no, wait, there's no dot. I don't know, man.
No, yeah, there never was.
I don't know what my Twitter handle is.
Oh, boy.
Instagram, Hiking Beagle, BEE. I am also on other podcasts. It's super effective. The Harvest Season, sometimes After Dark Eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you follow us on Patreon, you can
Patreon.com/poddog.
You can follow me on Snapchat. Be my Snapchat friend. See all the animals. Let's see. Today's pictures included me, a squirrel on my shoulder, from the Wildlife Center. I will pull that up to
any turtles.
A squirrel on my shoulder. I didn't take any pictures of turtles today, but I did soak a box turtle and a snapper.
Fantastic. I love me some wet snapper.
What about you? Where people find you?
Instapod dog. Let's Die Pod at gmail.com. Let's Die Pod at Twitter. All the fun stuff. Folks, thank you so much for listening. And don't forget, if we're going to die, Codey, let's die together. Getting better. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere. Anywhere. It's all because we're gonna die right now.
Why did you put my turtle in the experiment?
Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely turtle moms. This show is brought to you by Pod Dog, the one-stop shop for all your Pokemon After Dark ride, Jaws Breakers, Let's Die, and Watchers of the Stuff needs. If you liked it, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/poddog or visit the link tree in the description for our Discord, Twitch handles, and socials. Pod Dog Productions. We had to keep track of all this stuff somehow. By the way, you look nice today. Love your outfit. Oh, we have the same shoes. How embarrassing. I don't know who that guy is, but
He sounds real hot.
Nah,
That was great.
Yeah, I'd fuck him in his mouth.